I told you that the quiet daydreamer in the back of the classroom may actually be incredibly intelligent? There is often a misconception that people with ADHD are hyperactive. They can't sit still, constantly interrupt others, and are always bouncing off the walls. For some people, that's true, but that's not the only form of ADHD. Many girls actually have what is called inattentive ADHD. And because they aren't disruptive, it usually ends up getting overlooked. I know because I was one of them. As a child, I was often completely spaced out in school. My body was sitting in the classroom, but my mind was somewhere else. I still remember my science teacher, Mrs. Cherian, calling on me and asking, "What are physical properties?" I just stared at her and I said, "I don't know." Then she explained it so simply to me. Your hair, your eyes, your skin color, those are physical properties. And suddenly, just like that, it clicked. Not because I memorized a definition, but because she made it very real. Looking back, I realized that many of my struggles in school weren't because I lacked intelligence. The problem was never intelligence. The problem was processing. I wasn't dumb, I wasn't lazy, and I wasn't incapable. I simply learned differently. I wasn't diagnosed until a few years ago, of course. And while I'm not a doctor or ADHD specialist, that diagnosis helped me connect some of the dots. Actually, I'd say a lot of the dots. The difficulty paying attention, reading the same page over and over, feeling mentally lost in class, needing information explained differently. For me, many of those experiences suddenly made so much sense. And I wonder how many girls are sitting quietly in classrooms today, believing they aren't smart enough because nobody recognizes what they're struggling with. The quiet daydreamer may not be lazy. She may not be incapable. She may actually be incredibly intelligent. Please don't write her off. The child staring out the window today may be tomorrow's entrepreneur, teacher, leader, coach, creator, scientist, or innovator. Potential doesn't always show up in the ways we expect. Sometimes it is quietly waiting for the right environment to grow. If this resonates with you, send me a message. I'd love to hear your story and continue this conversation in my next video.